So singing is something that I've always loved to do. It's always been a passion of mine, a pure love that I've had for the art since I was a kid. My dad's taste kind of influenced mine from a very young age. So as I grew older, I loved not just listening to music, but singing as well. And after the accident, my voice went through a kind of radical change that made me, really happy because I was able to, express myself even more with, music.
And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love?
I hadn't ever thought about, taking it further than just, music being part of my therapy as a, burn survivor, and singing in church, and singing in my house with my karaoke machine. Like, these were things that I was, doing that made me happy.
Honey, my heart could still fall as hard.
So, the way that America's Got Talent happened, it was very interesting because I actually didn't sign up for the show myself. It was actually a friend that signed me up for the show. She did the online application and submitted it on my behalf. So she put me out there. She's been telling me for a while that she was gonna do it, that I should do it, or that she's gonna do it because she's sick of me always singing and nothing happening. So she just kind of took the matter into her own hands and put me out there. My biggest takeaways from my experience in America's Got Talent was a huge appreciation for behind-the-scenes work. Honestly, it blew my mind how amazing it was to see all these staff, like everyone, come together to create this show. It's a big, giant production and something that you really can't appreciate when you're just watching the episodes, like 2-hour episodes on every week. But the fact is, these things take a lot of planning, a lot of work from thousands of people, day in and day out, staying in the studio and just working more than 9 to 5. It was just amazing to see. It was like a kind of like seeing the inside of a beehive. It was really amazing.
Even if I fall down when you're not around, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
When I think back to those times, I still can't believe the kind of response that I got from just people worldwide. It was really amazing. I mean, number one thing about that was that it gave me a lot of courage to continue. It made me think that I did have something to give and something to deliver to the audience and to the show. It made me feel like I was worth their time for bringing me on here and making me a part of their cast for this season. Basically, I just was humbled by just how much outpouring of love and encouragement I was getting from just strangers, people who just saw me online singing a few lines and felt the need to go online and send me a little bit of a prayer or like an encouraging word. It was really beautiful. Every time I meet someone or a new person, I want them to be able to walk away with a positive experience or, just a positive memory or feedback from that interaction, yeah. And the fact that that's what I'm actually getting, that's what people are saying, it makes me really happy because it means that me just being myself, is enough for people to feel something positive, and it encourages me to keep on being the way that I am. I really can't believe that people are actually, waiting for me to see, waiting to see what I'm going to do with music or with my life. It just makes me so humbled, honestly. I don't really know how to react to that a lot of times, except to just, pray that when the time comes that I do something, people are, responsive and I get the honest, honest feedback, not just based off of, Kechi and her story, but what they actually think about this thing that I'm doing. And that's mostly with respect to music. I really want to have I don't know if I want to really delve into that world. That's the thing, because it comes with a lot of things. That's the thing. You know, a lot of things come, you know, with, you have to take the good and the bad together. So I have to be prepared for the bad for sure. But I know that releasing music is what I definitely want to do. I definitely want to do that, and I feel like I'm just excited to see how people will respond. So I guess, long story short, I want people to anticipate original music from me. I want to tell people who love me and are following my story that they should keep pressing on for towards their dreams and their passions, because that's pretty much what I did. I feel like a lot of times we're afraid of the uncertainty of, you know, failure and success, and maybe embarrassment from failures, you know, because that's really what stops us from doing a lot of things. Hi everyone, my name is Kechi and you're watching Pulse TV.